flexing.
Yo, what's up, YouTube? Back at you with another video. On today, it is the Keeping It Raw podcast. Make sure you guys hit that subscription button, subscribe to the channel, click on the bell so that you'll be notified whenever we put up an upload. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Been wanting to talk about this one for a second and finally got the opportunity to do it on today. We're going to talk about the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Dallas Mavericks in round number 3 of the Western Conference Finals. Both teams squeezing by both of their opponents. The Dallas Mavericks squeezed past OKC, and then we know that the Minnesota Timberwolves just put out the Denver Nuggets, the defending champions, in game number 7. So definitely, man, it's going to be one for the ages. This is going to be a tough series, and it can end up going to 6 or 7 games. It's going to be very competitive. It's going to be must-watch TV. I know that Boston and Indiana is going at it right now, and pretty much last night, the Boston Celtics came back and won that game. So more than likely, man, Boston is going to be in the finals. Boston has the experience over there, and they've been already to the finals against Golden State a couple years ago. And I think that ultimately at the end of the day, they were the best team in the NBA record-wise, and they're going to be in the finals. I think that they're going to end up beating Indiana. But back to this series right here, which is going to be what's must-watch TV. Everybody is going to have their eyes on this series right here because Ant-Man is a young dude who is already becoming the face of the NBA. Dude is only 22 years old and has been straight up balling and is always looking for the challenge. And he is going to be up for a challenge trying to guard Kyrie Irving. I don't know any players in the NBA that can really guard Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is one of the most skilled individual basketball players that I've ever seen in my life with the basketball. You can say he a savant. You can say he a magician with the ball. Kyrie Irving can get anywhere on the floor he wants to. And one thing about Kyrie Irving's offensive game, man, is that he got so many moves, man. It's going to be hard to box up Kyrie Irving. He can go to the left, right, floater, left, right. What you want, pull up, jumper, three-pointer. Kyrie can do it all. He can do it all, man. It's going to be a tough matchup for Ant. I know that Ant-Man is saying that he wants to guard Kyrie. That's going to be a tough matchup for him. You know, not saying that the young fella can't do it, but it's going to be tough. Kyrie going to get you on something, man. He's going to shake and bake you, and he's going to kill you with his handles, man. So he got to be careful. Ant-Man got to be careful. And we'll see, man. But Luka definitely has been balling as well in the playoffs. P.J. Washington has been a sniper, balling as well, man. This is going to be a tough matchup. Cat, you really need Cat to play at an all-time great level for this Minnesota team to get into the NBA Finals, man. I would love this. I'm not going to even lie to you. I would love to see Minnesota there because this franchise is one of those teams that never even goes to the finals, man. They've never been to the NBA Finals. So, you know, you root for Minnesota to be able to do that. But at the same time, I know what they're up against. They're up against guarding the 2 most skilled offensive players in the NBA, and Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. That's going to be a tall task for the Minnesota Timberwolves. I definitely think that Cat is going to have to play at an all-time high level. Rudy Gobert, he's going to have to really, really earn his stripes on being that defensive player of the year in this game. I think these 2 teams right here is going to be all about the depth and what the other guys do. I don't think it's just going to be so much more about Luka and Kyrie. It's going to be about the other pieces, you know, the Hardaways coming off the bench, being able to score. And also guys like Derrick Jones, what he's going to be able to do. And then when you go over to the Minnesota side, you know, what is Naz Reid going to do? You know, can Naz Reid come in this thing and really, really ball out? Is Alexander Walker going to ball out? What is Mike Conley going to do? So it's going to be a lot, man. Everybody's going to have to step up, man. If Minnesota wants to beat the Dallas Mavericks, everybody is going to have to be a team effort. It's going to be some nights Ant-Man has it going, and then it's going to be some nights he may not have it going. But with Kyrie and Luka, they most certainly will have it going. Luka and Kyrie are going to be a tough matchup, man. A very, very tough matchup. Now, OKC, they had a lot of young guys that can really, really ball and really hoop. And that's the reason why I think they were able to give the Mavericks some trouble in that last series. But in this one right here, it's going to be one where you need Cat to step up. You need Cat getting 20 to 25 points a game, grabbing 10, 12 rebounds, and probably blocking 2 or 3 shots in this game. You're going to need Ant-Man to do his thing and score between 20 to 30 points a game. Maybe you can get like 20 from Nas Reed in a few of these games, because we already know that Nas Reed is the 6th man of the year. So it's to me, it's going to be who's better prepared and who really wants it. Is at the end of the day, that's who's going to win this playoff series. Who really wants it and who really is trying to go to the finals. Either way, man, both teams are a matchup, and they're a nightmare, man. Both teams, we know that Minnesota has one of the best defenses in the NBA, and that's going to be put to test against Kyrie and Luka. And we know that Luka and Kyrie can throw up 60 points on you quick. Both of those guys can throw up 30 on you just with ease. So it's going to be a tough thing, man, to see both of these teams go at each other in the postseason. But this is what you live for, man, to be able to see good teams go against each other and make a better team win. And I think in this right here, man, this matchup is going to be all about the depth of the teams. It's not going to be just Ant-Man and Cat. It's going to be, or it's not just going to be Luka and Kyrie doing their thing. It's going to have to be the bench and guys stepping up and guys that you didn't think that was going to step up in this game. So, you know, Kyle Anderson, what is he going to do when he come off the bench? You know what I mean? You know, what is Tim Hardaway Jr. going to do when he come off the bench and try to light it up? Because Tim Hardaway Jr. can score 20, 25 on you too off the bench. So we're going to see, man. But P.J. Washington has been balling in the playoffs for Dallas all throughout these playoffs, man. So he's been a tough matchup, knocking down the 3-ball. And we know that Walker Alexander has been doing the same thing with the Minnesota Timberwolves. So, man, I can't wait to see tonight's game. Is definitely going to be one for the ages. And hopefully, man, Minnesota comes to play, and hopefully Dallas comes to play, and hopefully we all be able to get to watch a good basketball game on tonight. All right, guys, I'll be back to you soon with another video. Leave it in the comment section. Who do you think is going to win game 1? I got Minnesota winning game number 1, surprising the Dallas Mavericks, but I could be wrong. We'll see.
Stacking every month, put that work in. I deserve to stand. Bring the baddies to the front. It's the type of life that I want. It's the type of life that I want. It's the type of life that I want, yeah, yeah.